guys, what's up? It's me, looksbylottie, and welcome to today's video. If this is your first time here on my channel, then welcome. I'm so glad to see you here today. Make sure to subscribe down below if you want to see more videos about makeup. I post every Tuesday and Friday, Saturday, Sunday-ish, whatever I feel. If this is your second, third, fourth, or however many times you've been here on my channel, then welcome back. I'm so glad to see you here again. Make sure that you have your notifications on so you don't miss any of my uploads. So I've realized that on my time on YouTube, which has been almost 6 months. Oh, also, my channel has over 200 subscribers right now, which is crazy. Like, it just keeps growing. And I know that I'm working towards world domination, but I didn't think that it would happen this quick. So thank you so much for helping me hit my goals and my dreams. I think I'm gonna do a giveaway when I hit 500 YouTube subs and 4,000 followers on Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, go ahead and follow me there. I'm active there every single day, and then you can see my face more. But anyways, I've realized that over my time on YouTube, I have not done like an in-depth like how-to tutorial. Like, I've done like fun makeup look tutorials, but I haven't done like a basics tutorial. And so today we are going to do a basic look, but with a little pop of color. So if you're interested in that, please stay. And if you're not interested in that, then please stay. Please. I'm gonna tuck my hair behind my ears so my hair doesn't get dirty. Even if you're doing a natural eyeshadow look, if you want it to stay for a while, always prime with an eyeshadow primer. This one I'm using is from Glamlight, but other good ones I've tried are like the Morphe one is fairly good. The Anastasia Beverly Hills one is also pretty good. You could just also use concealer, but actual eyeshadow primer works a little bit better than concealer does. Literally, all you just have to do is just tap wherever you are putting your eyeshadow, which is on your lid, a little bit in that crease, and maybe up on the brow bone as well. I'm using a couple eyeshadow palettes. You don't have to have the ones that I'm using specifically, but as long as you use specific shades, then you'll be golden. So first I'm pulling out the Jaclyn Hill palette, and then I'm using two ABH palettes, the Omrezi palette and the Carli Bybel palette. From the Jaclyn Hill palette, we are going to be taking these two shades right here, and I like to mix them together on my brush to put it in my crease as like my transition shade. And all I'm doing right now is doing windshield wiper motions in my crease. Also going to flip it out a little bit towards my, what is this called? The tip of my brow. So windshield wipers, then flip, windshield wipers, then flip. And I know I need to get my brows done, but it's expensive, okay? And then a little, what is this motion? Wheels on the bus? Wheels on the bus. And then we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Windshield wipe, flip up a little more. Windshield wipers, and flip up, windshield wipers, flip up, and wheels on the bus go round and round. Next, I'm going to add the shade New Yorker. I think it's pronounced Yorker? I don't know. I don't have an accent, at least that kind of accent. I'm taking it on my brush and I'm putting it like kind of in the same place on my crease, but a little bit lower. So we are blending and then also flipping it up as well. Blend, 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 flip. Blend, 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 and so let's add the wheels on the bus and up. And now we're gonna do the same thing with this shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette. The more shades you add, the more depth your look is going to have. Now you don't wanna go like too crazy, but like 3 in the crease is a pretty good number to me. I might even just go with 2, honestly. Now I'm going in the Carli Bybel palette and taking this shade Bare, which is a good kind of neutral shade for me. I'm going to take my brush and we are going to soften up this outer edge here and make that harsh line almost disappear. Here's with the blend, here's without the blend. It does make a difference. And for this, it's just windshield wipers across my brow bone. Don't ask me why I have mascara bits on my face. I don't want to talk about it. Now we're gonna go back to the Jaclyn palette, and the shade that we took in our crease, this one right here, we're gonna add it in the outer corner of our lid. So how we do this is that we're gonna pack it on our brush, then we're going to tap, 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 and flip into the wing. Whoops, hold on, let's blend that in a little bit. Tap, 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 and flip, and then we're gonna blend it into little circles. We're also going to spread it onto the lid about halfway through. just like that. I'm taking this brush with nothing on it and blending it out just a little more so I can get a really nice effect. And we're gonna do almost the exact same thing with the shade 1988 from the Amrezy palette, but we are not gonna take it out as far either direction. So we're tapping. We're not doing as much, and then we're just gonna immediately go into these circles. And then side to side. Gonna add a touch more onto my lid, and then also out into the wing. And there, you got that smoke. Now that our eyes are smoked out, we are going to do a half cut crease on the inner lid. Yeah, the inner lid. Just take your flat brush and your same primer you used before. Some people will actually cut their crease with a micellar water and then re-add the primer. I'm not like that because I'm lazy. And so I take it on my lid and I'm going to swipe it across just about as far as I want it to go. It'll go a little further than that. Then I'm gonna look up. And it already kind of pre-cut my crease for me, which is great for hooded eyes. I don't want to sing this song right now. And I'm gonna cut it up a little bit more just because I want to shape it out a little bit. And then we are gonna spread the eyeshadow primer about halfway out. And so it's going to look something like this, which it looks kind of weird. So take your brush with your leftover brown shades and just blend into your eyeshadow primer. That way it looks kind of better, question mark? I don't know, it's what I do and it turns out fine. When you do the other eye, try your best to match it up as well as you can with the other eye, because if not, you'll just look off. And I don't want that to happen to you. Next, with this kind of brush, which I don't think you're supposed to use for this purpose, I'm going to pack on the shade that we used to blend up here, which is called Bear. And then we're also gonna kind of blend it into our brown shades as well. Blending a little more with my browns just so everything is smooth and beautiful, just like me. Okay, so this is where the color comes in. You can choose whatever color you want, but I'm really feeling the vibe for fall, so I'm going to go with a nice crisp, juicy red. I'm taking the Maple Staple Split Liner from Glisten Cosmetics. You can use code Kitty10 for 10% off. That is my friend's discount code. Do it. And we are gonna go for this beautiful red shade right here. I'm gonna flip it around so it's a little closer to me. So when you have a cake liner, it's very easy to activate. All you need is water and a brush. So I'm using this spray that I received in the August BoxyCharm. I'm just gonna do 2 sprays. And I'm gonna use this brush. I can't remember if this is an actual makeup brush or a paintbrush. I'll leave a link down below. It is to Amazon. I take my brush and to activate it, I'm going to rub it in the pigment a few times, trying my best to coat all sides of my brush. I want it to be kind of thin because I don't want my line to be too thick. And for this look, we're going to line the cut crease on the inner half of my lid. And now I need complete silence as I focus. For this, I'm going to start on the outside and work my way in. I feel like that is just kind of easier sometimes. I give it a little flick out right here. I like the ones with the longer handle and the longer brush tip because it really helps you get right in there without like crowding your eye too much. Like there's still space for you to see. You can see I kind of messed up right here, which is not great. I'm gonna adjust the lines a little bit to kind of even up the thickness because there's obviously some spots where they are not even. She is on. Is she perfect looking? No. But what is? As long as you get as thin as you can and you kind of get that outer shape, it'll look great. Now for this look, I'm not gonna do a winged eyeliner. I'm actually gonna keep things a little more chill. So I'm just going to line my eye with some mascara. Wait. So I'm just going to line my eye with some eyeliner, and I'm gonna add some pretty natural lashes. These are from the Sephora collection. They're in the style Flirty. I really love them for just like natural, like whatever looks. I am gonna do this off camera though, because this was already enough for me, so I will be right back. Alright, so our eyes are almost complete. We just gotta do the lower lash line, but first I need to put on my base. Today I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Flawless Satin Foundation. Next, I'm going to conceal with my Kaja Beauty Don't Settle Concealer. And I usually zoom through this, but I want to show you guys where I put it because a lot of you guys on Instagram like where I put it. So I put, of course, just a dab in the inner corner. And then I also bring it a little bit out underneath my lower lash line. Then up from the outer corner, going to my temple, a little bit in my nose because sometimes my foundation can't get in my nose crease. Then of course the tip of my nose, I'll add a little bit right here, and then I will tap around here for my temples. And now we carefully blend it all in. During the summertime, I don't really set my concealer because, I don't know, it's just more product to put on my face and it's already hot and humid enough. It's like in the 80s until like October here. I just don't even bother. Now I'm going to take the Maybelline Translucent Loose Setting Powder on a fluffy brush and I'm just going to tap everywhere. Not like pressing too intensely, but just getting enough for a little bit of coverage. And with the brush that we used earlier to blend out all the browns, I'm just going to take it and draw it along my lash line to just give that little bit of smoke. Nothing too crazy though. If you want a little more pigment, you can tap into any of the shadows you used. And if you're like me and you sometimes drag it out a little too far, just go ahead and clean it up with a light shade of your choice. And then don't forget to add the bottom mascara. NASCAR. But don't add too much because we don't want spider lashes. Unless that's what you want, then I guess you can go for it. Not me though. For brows, I'm just taking a spoolie and brushing them into place. And I saw exactly one person comment that they would want to see a video of me getting my brows touched up, so I just need to save my money because it's very expensive, but I will take you guys with me. So for the rest of my face, I want it to match my eye look, and we used a lot of warm shades, so I'm going to be using a lot of warm tones for my facial additions.
For example,
I'm going into my Rouge Romance palette because this is my warm tone blush palette. I could be extremely bold and go into Ever After. I think I might just a couple taps because I don't want this to be too pigmented. If you notice, my favorite placement for blush is like right here, so not quite on the apple of my cheek, but a little bit above, and then I tap it up onto my temple and a little bit above. And that's what I feel like gives me the best effect for blush. Of course, a little bit on the nose, because I'm cute. And since it's a little strong, I'm just gonna blend it out with the fluffy brush. For the Juvia's Place bronzer, we know, but of course I'm going to use the warm tone shade to match my warm tone look. When I use bronzer, I start a little bit above where like the line would be, so it gives me the appearance that my jawline is a little bit higher. Nope, jawline's down here, cheekbone. My cheekbone's a little bit higher, and then I also blend it into my blush. And I am blending upwards, not downwards. And I go all the way up to my temple and like kind of almost into my hairline. And then the same thing on the other side. Then I do a little bit on my forehead, just on the sides. Then for my neck, I go all out because I have a double chin that I like to hide. Literally just going ham right here. Conceal, don't feel. Then I do a line down like this part of my throat. There's like a thing. I don't know how to explain it. It just kind of makes it look a little thinner. And then I do a swipe down my nose, and like that. For highlighter, I'm going into the Touch and Soul Glowdient Face Palette, and I am taking these two shades, and I'm taking these two shades right here mixed together. And we are gonna go a little bold at first because we're gonna tone it down a little bit. In 1 second. I'm also using these two shades on the inner corner of my inner corner of my eyes, and then also on my brow bone. Now, I talked about this hack the other day. It wasn't in my testing viral TikTok hacks, but it was in my Get Ready With Me that I posted on Tuesday. Basically, to get that glow from within look, all we're gonna do is take our favorite setting spray and we're going to spray our brush, tap off the excess, and then we're gonna tap it on our highlighter to kind of blend it in. You can still see that it's like glowing, but it's not as bold and outward as this. So if you don't want to blind, whoever you're hanging out with, then you can use this alternative. I personally like to blind people, but there's only certain times that you can where it's appropriate. Now I'm gonna finish spraying my face. And of course, because we have the pop of red here, I am gonna go in with a red lip. If you use a different color here, then you can use a different colored lip, or you can do the same thing as me, because I'm cool. I'm taking this Jaclyn Cosmetics lipstick in shade Committed. I'm just being really careful, because with reds, it can get messy real easy. And we're gonna top it off with the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb Heat. Let me get cute and I will be right back. Okay guys, what are your thoughts on this look? Let me know in the comments down below. I personally think that this look is super fun for fall, especially going pumpkin picking and corn mazing and other fall things. I'm so excited. I love this look so much. It's probably one of my favorite neutral fall looks I've done so far. Technically, it's the only one. Also, today's scent of the day is Open Sky. It's a new one from Bath & Body Works. The notes listed here are fresh air, wild blackberries, soft violet, and a cloud of comforting vanilla. Makes me want to go camping. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I appreciate every single one of you. Go ahead, leave a like and a comment. Make sure you are subscribed and also turn on notifications so you know when I post in my next video. Now I gotta go plan a date to the state fair, although it's 2 months away. But I will see you guys later. Bye!